Okay, good morning all. This is the second video for week 5 APLang. Hopefully you watched the first video already earlier this week. It is now Wednesday. I've gotten updated information from College Board on all the testing. I will say it wasn't as English specific as I had hoped that it was going to be, but I do have some precise information as to how the test is going to be. I've shared as much of this information with you already in Teams. Looking at the class materials folder, you'll see some documents there that give you, you can scroll through, you could read a whole lot on to see exactly what the tests are going to be like and what you need to have with you, what you're allowed to have, what you're allowed to do, where you're allowed to write and take the test. So all of this is true for all of the AP exams. So there's a little variance between one subject and another, but for the most part, it's applicable to everything. So check out those resources. There's also videos that I dropped into this channel here, this playlist, that you should check out. Also, one is like 2 minutes, another one's like 5 minutes. Watch those. They go through all the specifics of what you need to know. So that was the update that we got this week, just last night, on the AP testing and how this is going to go through this year. As I said in the video earlier this week, that you should have watched already, please. Dude, do this. Be prepared. Keep working. Keep preparing for this exam. Take the exam. Be ready on May 20th for our subject, but any of the subjects that you've enrolled in this year, and be ready to take these exams. I have high hopes that there's going to be a generous pass rate because of the exception of this year. So don't have this defeatist attitude that, oh man, it's only the essay, you know, the rhetorical analysis, that's the tough one, I'm going to fail. No, I think you guys are going to do very, very well. So I want you to give a shot at this, but it means that you need to be prepared for a real shot at getting a good score. Okay, so that's my motivation about the AP exam altogether. Let's come to our assignment for this week. I'm giving it to you now, sort of, kind of. It's now Wednesday morning. I'm recording this. I'm going to get it on available to you as soon as possible, but you won't be able to do the assignment until 3 p.m. this afternoon. So it's an AP classroom. It's an FRQ. So you'll have that prompt, a rhetorical analysis prompt. It'll be made available to you at 3 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, the 29th, is it? I think we're on the 29th today. So once you get that prompt at 3, I'd say, in your mind, I want you to treat this if this was the real test. You have 45 minutes and you have 5 minutes to upload. So you're going to go to AP Classroom. You're at 3 o'clock, it becomes available. Bam. You click, you open it, you read, you annotate, you start typing away on a Word document or a Google Doc or outside program. You save it, and then at the end of the 45 minutes, you take that next 5 minutes to upload it into Teams. As you've been doing with your other assignments the last few weeks, you upload it into Teams there, into this week 5 rhetorical analysis essay folder, and boom, you've turned it in. So if we could simulate that in a 45 plus 5, 50-minute session, you should be able to, you know, get a realistic practice of what the exam is going to be like. I made it for 3 o'clock today because I want to be sure that you, number 1, watch this video. Number 2, see me for the Zoom today. All right, this is an important Zoom this week. Log in at 1:30. So I want to talk to you guys. I mean, there's more that I could show you on my screen of the resources that I've been given and that I could show you, but my technical capabilities to what to put here is somewhat limited. I don't have a high-tech studio that I work from here. So see me at the Zoom today. We'll get more specifics. That's at 1:30. So let's say that carries from 1:30 to 2:30. You'll still have time to be ready for 3 o'clock today. Boom. Now, realistically, yes, you could do it after 3 o'clock. I'll leave it open through Friday. That's a lot of time for just a 45-minute English assignment for this week. So technically, that's not your only assignment. Your second part of your assignment is going to be to peer edit somebody else's essay. I'm hoping that this works out. If everybody does their essays and turn them in by Friday, then over the weekend, your job will be to log in and pick somebody's essay, put your notes and comments onto their essay. I'm hoping that this works where they are editable and you could log in and you give some feedback to whoever essay. Then the next person, whoever you're looking for somebody's essay to edit, you may need to click into one and look and see, oh, this one's already been scored by somebody else. Then you can't do that one. Search for a different one. Search for a different one until you find one that hasn't been scored, and then that one's yours. Now, you're welcome to read more than one essay. I think that's a pretty cool benefit of putting all of your essays into one folder. We're not being secretive here. You worked in groups in class. We shuffled our essays around all the time. You've read each other's writing. This isn't a chance for you to read as many of your classmates' essays on the same prompt to see what was your thought process, what's somebody else's thought process, who did a better job, and what can you learn from somebody else to have the right thought process and the right words to analyze going into test day. I don't know. I'm hoping this is a good plan for our preparation this week. You're writing an essay, scoring an essay, reading multiple essays, and the important part to this right now today, before 3 o'clock, prepare yourself as much as you can by looking at the College Board AP resources, whether videos or documents with slides of information, so that you know what test day is going to be like. All right, be prepared, have it clear in your head. Of course, at the Zoom today, ask me questions. If you are uncertain about how the exam is going to be, that's what the Zoom is for. And finally, one more thing with the Zoom would be prepared for, we got basically like one more week, because next week, I'll give you pretty much one last assignment. The week after that starts AP testing for other subjects. I'm not going to give you an assignment for that week of other AP classes. Okay, so I'll give a suggested assignment that week. I'll keep giving you practice, because our exam is the 20th, so that gives us, well, 3 weeks from today. So it's 3 weeks from today is our exam. So it's not a lot of time. What else do you want to learn? What else do you think you need to know, you need to cover? What would be a good last practice besides what we're doing this week? So talk to me at the Zoom. If you have any ideas or any doubts as to what you need to prepare for, talk to me. Okay, that's it. Review stuff. I'll see you at 1:30 today, and you'll be writing an essay very soon. Got it? Take care.